For morning habits that make you stronger and more independent after 60. Have you ever woken up, stretched your arms, and thought, why does everything feel a little stiffer today? Or maybe you've noticed that mornings aren't as easy as they used to be. Your energy takes a while to kick in, your balance feels a bit off, or you just don't feel quite like yourself. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Aging brings a lot of changes, but that doesn't mean we just have to accept feeling slower or weaker. In fact, mornings can become the most powerful part of your day, if you start them right. The truth is, what you do in those first waking hours can shape your entire day. They can build you up or wear you down. But here's the good news. You don't need a fancy gym or complicated routine to feel stronger, more independent, and ready to take on the day. Sometimes it starts with just a few small changes, things you can do before your first cup of tea or even before you've made the bed. So today, I want to share with you 4 simple morning habits that can make a big difference after 60. These are habits that can help you feel steadier on your feet, more in control of your body, and more confident in your daily life. And no, you don't have to become a morning person or leap out of bed like a teenager. This is about doing what's right for you in a way that feels natural, gentle, and empowering. Let's start with something many people overlook. Something so simple yet so powerful. It's what I like to call the mindful rise. You see, most people pop out of bed too fast. They sit up quickly, stand right away, and sometimes they don't realize how much that sudden movement affects the body. Especially after 60. You might feel dizzy. Your legs feel shaky. And just like that, your morning starts with a feeling of unsteadiness. But imagine this instead. You open your eyes. You take a deep breath. You gently stretch your arms and legs right there in bed. You wiggle your toes, rotate your ankles, maybe even roll your shoulders a bit. Takes less than 2 minutes, but it wakes up your circulation. It tells your muscles, hey, it's time to move now. And when you finally sit up, you pause. You place your feet firmly on the ground. You breathe again, and then you stand slow, steady, grounded. This one tiny change, giving your body time to adjust from rest to motion, can help prevent dizziness, reduce the risk of falls, and make you feel more in control from the moment you start your day. It's not about being slow. It's about being smart with your energy and balance. Now, once you're up, what's the next thing most people do? Coffee? Bathroom? Maybe. But before all that, I encourage you to do something that might feel small but has huge impact. Intentional hydration. I know, you've heard drink more water a million times. But here's the thing. After 60, our sense of thirst dulls. That means by the time you feel thirsty, your body's probably already dehydrated. Dehydration in seniors isn't just about feeling a bit tired. It can affect your brain function, your digestion, your joint health, and even your mood. So imagine what happens if you start the day dehydrated. It's like trying to drive a car with no oil. You might run, but not smoothly. That's why I recommend this simple habit. Keep a glass or bottle of water by your bedside or in the kitchen, and drink it as soon as you rise. Not a sip, a full glass. Bonus points if you squeeze a bit of lemon in it to wake up your metabolism and aid digestion. It clears out the cobwebs, helps your organs get moving, and gives your brain the hydration it needs to focus. You might be thinking, but won't that just make me run to the bathroom faster? Maybe, but better in the morning than in the middle of the night, right? Plus, your body will thank you all day long. You'll feel more alert, your joints will ache less, and even your skin will glow a little more. It's such a small step, but it sets a tone of care and attention for your body. A message that says, I value myself today. Now, while you're sipping that water, here's something else you can add, and this one is all about the mind. Because yes, strength and independence aren't just about muscles and bones. They start in the mind. And one of the most empowering things you can do each morning is take just a few moments for mental clarity and intention. That could be sitting quietly and listening to your breath. It could be looking out the window and saying a little prayer of gratitude. Could be writing down one thing you're looking forward to that day. Just one thing. Something simple. Like, I'm going to take a short walk. Or, I'll call my sister today. Or even, I'm going to enjoy my tea with no rush. This moment of stillness helps anchor you. It lowers stress, clears mental fog, and helps your brain shift from night mode to day mode with calm confidence. And let's be honest, the world moves fast. can feel noisy, overwhelming, even a little lonely sometimes. But when you take control of your inner world each morning, the outer world feels a little easier to face. And really, isn't that what we all want? To feel more in charge of our bodies, our choices, and our lives? These small habits, done consistently, are like planting seeds of strength every single morning. Over time, they grow into confidence, energy, and independence. So, you've stretched gently in bed, risen with care, hydrated your body, and taken a moment to center your mind. That's already a beautiful start. And the day is just beginning. Now that your body is gently awake, your mind is clear, and you've given yourself that early moment of self-respect, it's time to move just a little. And no, I don't mean jogging around the block or doing push-ups. I mean something that feels kind to your body but powerful enough to activate your strength. Because here's the truth. Movement in the morning isn't about exercise. It's about mobility. And mobility is what keeps you independent. Imagine being able to reach that top shelf without wobbling, getting up from a chair without using your hands, or stepping into the bathtub without fear. Those little things, the things we often take for granted, come from the strength in your legs, the flexibility in your joints, and the balance in your core. And you can keep all of that, or even improve it, by giving yourself just 5 to 10 minutes of simple morning movement. I like to call it waking up the body on purpose. Could be stretching your arms toward the ceiling while standing, gently turning your neck side to side, doing slow knee lifts while holding the back of a chair, even a few heel raises to strengthen your calves and ankles. You don't need a yoga mat. You don't need fancy shoes. Just you, a bit of space, and a willingness to start small. One of my favorite moves, the sit to stand. You simply sit in a sturdy chair and stand up, slowly with control, then sit again. Do that 5 to 10 times each morning, and you're not just building leg strength, you're building life strength. The kind of strength that helps you get up from the toilet, rise from the couch, or climb stairs without needing someone's hand. And let me tell you, that kind of strength is freedom. The goal here isn't to sweat or feel sore. It's to feel alive. To tell your body, we're moving today. We're not done yet. Because you're not. You've got more living to do, and it starts with staying active in the most basic ways. And if you ever feel resistance, that little voice that says, I'm too tired, or maybe tomorrow, just smile and say, today, I'll do what I can. That's more than enough. Now, after you've moved a bit, your blood is flowing, your joints feel looser, and you've reminded yourself, I'm still strong. But there's one more piece to this morning puzzle that often gets left out. And it's the one that can either drain you or empower you the most. That's what you feed your body. Food in the morning isn't just about filling your belly. It's about fueling your body in a way that supports energy, focus, and strength. And after 60, your nutritional needs change. You don't burn calories the way you used to. Your body absorbs nutrients a little differently. And sometimes we get into habits that feel familiar, but don't actually nourish us. Maybe it's a slice of white toast, some butter, and a cup of coffee. Tasty? Sure. But not much in there to give your muscles the protein they need, or your bones the calcium they crave. And worst of all, that kind of breakfast can cause your blood sugar to spike and crash, leaving you shaky, moody, and exhausted by mid-morning. But imagine this instead. You sit down to a bowl of warm oatmeal, topped with sliced banana and a sprinkle of walnuts. Or maybe it's a boiled egg with avocado on whole grain toast. Or a simple smoothie with spinach, berries, and a bit of protein powder. Doesn't have to be fancy. Just real, whole food that loves you back. And don't forget protein. One of the biggest silent challenges after 60 is muscle loss. And most people don't even realize it's happening. We think, oh, I'm just getting older. That's why I feel weak. But often, it's because the muscles aren't being fed. Your body needs protein in the morning to maintain strength, prevent falls, and give you lasting energy. Even something as easy as Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or a handful of almonds with fruit can make a world of difference. And if you're someone who doesn't feel hungry in the morning, start small. Even half a banana with a spoonful of peanut butter is better than skipping breakfast entirely. And please, don't let old myths like, I need to watch my calories, rob you of what your body truly needs. This isn't about dieting. It's about nourishing yourself so you can keep doing the things you love. Walking, gardening, playing with the grandkids, traveling, laughing. Because when your body is well fed, you don't just feel better. You show up stronger, more focused, and more you. So think of your breakfast as an investment. A way to say, I matter today. My strength matters. My future matters. It's not just food. It's fuel for your independence. And by now, you've already done so much good for yourself, and the sun's still rising. You've woken up gently, hydrated with intention, moved with purpose, and fueled your body with care. That's not just a routine, that's a foundation for a better day. A stronger body, clearer mind, a life with more choice, more freedom, and more joy. Because the truth is, it's not about doing big things all at once. It's about doing small things with love and consistency. And those small things, they add up in a big way. There's something really special about mornings when you start them on your own terms. Not rushed, not overwhelmed, just calm, steady, and full of quiet strength. By the time you've hydrated, moved a little, and fed your body something nourishing, it's like you've already taken the reins of your day. But there's still one more habit, one more small, beautiful ritual that ties everything together and strengthens not just your body, but your spirit. Because strength, real lasting strength, isn't just about muscles or bones. It's also about how we feel inside. And after 60, that part matters more than ever. Our days may be a little slower, our roles may change, and sometimes we look around and think, where did the time go? But one thing remains. You are still the author of your morning, and your mindset shapes everything that comes after. So here's a habit that's a little different from stretching or sipping water, but just as powerful. I call it setting your intention. Not a to-do list, not errands or chores, just one clear, positive intention that guides your day. Something that reminds you of who you are, what matters to you, and what kind of energy you want to carry. Maybe your intention is peace. Maybe it's patience. Maybe it's strength, kindness, courage, or even just rest. Whatever it is, take a moment to sit with it quietly before the phone rings or the TV goes on. Breathe it in. Speak it out loud if you want to. Today, I choose calm. Today, I will be gentle with myself. Today, I will move with purpose. These little words aren't just words, they become anchors. And when the day throws something unexpected your way, you'll have something steady to hold on to. You can even write it down on a sticky note and put it where you'll see it, on the mirror, the fridge, next to the kettle. It's a reminder that you are in charge of your perspective, no matter what's happening around you. And here's something else that ties beautifully into this: gratitude. I know it sounds simple, but truly, beginning your morning by noticing just one or two things you're grateful for can rewire your brain to focus on what's good instead of what's missing. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring the hard stuff. It means choosing to see beauty with the hard stuff. You might feel thankful for the way the morning light comes through the window, or that your body let you get out of bed today, or for a memory, a photo, or even a warm blanket. The point is, gratitude grounds you. It lifts you gently, and over time it builds emotional strength, the kind of strength that helps you stay independent not just in your body, but in your heart and mind too. And if you ever feel like mornings are a little quiet, or even lonely, know this: solitude isn't emptiness. It's space, and you get to choose what fills it. You can fill it with silence, with soft music, with prayer, with a phone call to someone who makes you smile. You can sit with a pet, water your plants, or read a favorite passage that reminds you who you are. Someone with experience, wisdom, and a whole lot of life still in them. See, we don't always realize it, but these tiny rituals, these small, thoughtful choices in the morning, are how we rebuild confidence. After all, independence doesn't come from doing everything alone. It comes from knowing you can trust yourself to handle the day, that you can move through your morning with grace. Even if your knees ache or your memory slips a little, you're still showing up. You're still caring for yourself. And that, my friend, is strength. When we take the time to center ourselves in the morning, everything else feels a little more manageable. Maybe your family is busy. Maybe your children live far away. Maybe your days don't always feel full the way they once did. But these habits, these 4 quiet, gentle, powerful habits, are like saying, I haven't given up on myself. And you shouldn't, because the best parts of life, they don't have an age limit. Maybe you've noticed a difference already, just thinking about it. A shift in how you see your morning. Maybe it's not just a time to get ready for the day. Maybe it is the day, a time that belongs to you, a space to breathe, move, nourish, and ground yourself before the world makes demands. You might be thinking, well, this all sounds lovely, but what if I mess up? What if I forget or skip a morning? That's okay. This isn't about perfection. It's about progress. You don't have to do all 4 habits every day. Start with 1. Let it settle. Then add another when you're ready. These aren't chores. They're gifts. You're giving something back to yourself, your energy, your steadiness, your peace. And no matter how old you are, you deserve that. You deserve mornings that feel calm instead of chaotic. You deserve to feel strong when you stand up. You deserve to walk into your day knowing that you've taken care of your body, your mind, and your heart, even just a little. Because at the end of the day, independence isn't about how much you can carry or how far you can walk. It's about how deeply you believe in yourself, that you still matter, that your well-being is worth showing up for every single morning. So, tomorrow when you wake up, before you check your phone or worry about your to-do list, just pause, breathe, stretch a little, sip some water, move with intention, eat something real, say something kind to yourself, and step into your day knowing that every choice you make for your health, your happiness, and your independence counts.